Good morning. Today we're going to be working on week 4, day 4 on your packet. Let's do it. The first problem in the daily fluency is 23 plus 18. So 23 is going to need 2 10s and 3 1s plus 18. So there's 1 10 for 18 and 8 1s. Because it is 8 1s, I'm gonna need to do a row of 5 and then an extra row of 3. So it looks like the 10 frame, and there you have your 8 of 18. So when we add two numbers like this, we always have to start with the ones place value. The question is, do we have enough to make a bundle? And the answer is yes. You see these two empty spaces here? So 8 plus 2 more make a 10. So we can bundle that up. So 3 plus 8 is 11. But the 110 of 11, we have to bundle it. There's your 11. But we're not going to leave this 10 right there in the ones place value. We have to trade it for 110. So these 10 ones go away, and this extra 10, I'm going to put it up here because that's where we put it for the standard algorithm. So I'm done adding with the ones. I write down 1 that is left over at the bottom, and now I'm gonna add the 10s. So I have 2 plus 1, 3, but let's remember the one that we traded from the ones. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. And we write that down. So the answer is 41. The next problem is 40 minus 25. Here's my 40. And because it is a subtraction, we don't have to represent 25 with chips. We just need to subtract 25 from the chips that we already have. So we're going to start with the ones. 0 ones minus 5 ones. Can I subtract 5 ones from 0 ones? No. That's when you realize that you need to unbundle because we are subtracting. So we're gonna come to the 10s and take 1 10, but look what happens when I take 1 10. I had 4, but now I have only 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this 10 over here in the ones. But of course, 10s do not belong in the ones. For that reason, I need to unbundle it. So there you have it. I just unbundled my 10 into 10 ones. And now, look what I have to do to the 0. Is it still a 0? No, now it is a 10. Okay, now I can subtract 5 from 10. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I could subtract on one row of 5, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. I just subtracted 5. 10 minus 5 equals 5, and now I move on to the 10s. I have only 3 10s left, and I have to subtract 2. 3 minus 2, so I'm going to subtract this 2, equals only 1. So the answer is 15. The next section in your packet is the new learning. And it has a problem about arrays and repeated addition. The problem says Jason collected some stones. He put them in 5 rows with 3 stones in each row. How many stones did Jason have altogether? So we're gonna solve the problem by building the array and writing down and solving the repeated addition. I'm not gonna use stones because I don't have any, but I'm gonna use something that I have at home, which is sweet corn seeds. So look at the second sentence in your problem. It says 5 rows with 3 stones in each row. So you need to remember that rows are the ones that go from left to right, sideways. You may say that they are horizontal. So let's do what the second sentence is telling us to do. 5 rows of 3. So there goes 1, 2, and 3. That would be row 1. 1, 2, and 3. That would be row 2. If you're doing this at home, use anything you have there. Stickers or coins are always very, very good. There goes the 4th row, and I need one more. So there goes the array that they asked in the second sentence of the problem. Now we're gonna write down the repeated addition. Because they said rows and each row has a 3, so the number that we are repeating is 3. So the repeated addition would be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which equals 15. And then also remember that in arrays we also have columns, which are vertical. Go from top to bottom. How many columns do we have in this array? 1, 2, and 3. And each column does not have only 3 like the rows, it does have 5. Finally, the last 2 problems are for you to try on your own. Be very careful drawing the array in this space, writing the repeated addition, and the same down here. Array and repeated addition. Remember that rows are horizontal, they go from side to side, and columns are vertical. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. What insect is good with numbers? An accountant. Account-ant.